Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. Baby, look. People need money. They go to work to get money. But if the company gonna fire you unbeknownst to you, people ain't walking away quietly no more because you knew you was gonna fire them long time ago. They just knew they was still gonna be an employee. And that's where the relationship gets a little risky, frisky. Now, I am not condoning nobody's exit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have an impulsive exit where you throw stuff, I don't know. I can't control you. If you have a quiet exit, like, you know what? Another one bites the dust. If you have your way to where as long as they communicated with you and you communicated with them, what y'all plans to do to, both tell each other bye in sync, then whatever works for you. I'm here to tell you that there is a story. I'm taking you to Memphis, Tennessee. What's up, Memphis, baby? What it do? Now, I don't know how these employees' work ethics were. I couldn't tell you if they were written up. I couldn't tell you if they was tardy for work. I couldn't tell you how they performed. But I could tell you the end result was they got fired. They got fired on their day own. They worked at a cemetery. Now, I don't know how y'all work at a cemetery, but there's a job for everybody. Let's lead with that. Now, apparently they might have been the groundskeeper of the cemetery, meaning they, go cut the grass, edge up around the tombstones, make sure no tree branches are, Well, I can tell you when they got the news that they was fired, these roughly 6 employees, and I always got to hit you with a allegedly because I don't work there. And I don't know for sure. I can tell you when they laid off those handful of people back, those people didn't go quietly. What they did do, though, is they got into one of the work trucks, unauthorized at that, because they were no longer employees. So anything they touch on that premises means it was unauthorized. And they took that truck, baby, and they ran over 120 headstones at the New Park Cemetery off of Horn Lake Road. And they was having a good time. That's how they was hitting it. Now listen, them dead people ain't did nothing to you. And they say, and this is just allegedly like a wives' tale, if you mess with the dead anything, like if you walk over somebody's headstone, tombstone situation, if you spit, steal, or anything, them people's spirits will haunt you. That's what I was told. That's why I respect folks in the cemetery. Even when I'm going to visit my family, I'll dust, I'll walk around and dust my people's stuff off. And if something happened to blow on other people, I kind of move it off of that too, because you got to respect the dead. But these fire employees said, they already did. As they hit them headstones, baby. I can only imagine how the truck looked. Now, the cemetery owner said it cost tens of thousands of dollars of damage, and they are going through all the channels and steps to replace and repair these headstones. Now, it looked like these headstones had been there for a while, so these weren't like freshly deceased people. But either way it goes, baby, Memphis is crunk anyway, baby. You can't tell them nothing because everything is going to result in some form of violence. I'm just telling you, I lived there so long, baby. You got to lead. You got to lead with some promises, and you got to lead with some niceness, because if anything ends with you no longer getting a check or somebody's money is affected, you going to get beat up or you're going to get killed. That's just what it is. Now, for the families, because outside of the employer to employee relationship, the families are now affected. Now, most people, when you bury them, you don't go see them no more. That's why I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated, because people stop visiting you. But for those that still go out on holidays and special days and birthdays, they're going to have some disappointment. And hopefully it's not going to come out of those families' pockets, but more or less the property has property insurance. But that's a lot of money. And then, like, just the inconvenience of how things are going with, shipping from overseas. A lot of those tombstones come from out of, other states, other countries. So it's just the time that's going to be associated with getting all that here. It's just like, inconvenience. Now, the owner, you would know that he called the police. And the next step, once you call the police, they're going to say, do you want to press charges? And most people will be like, hell yeah. But he or she said they choose not to prosecute because they are concerned they could do more damage in the moment. And I'm like, well, it's Memphis, Tennessee, baby. Even calling police to get you beat up. But I can't tell you what to do, and I can't control your safety, baby. But when you know, you press charges, baby, you might be in the tombstone. Not that I'm wishing death on anybody. I'm just telling you, it get crunk because people don't have emotional intelligence. So they already mad you fired them. And they were wrong for running over the tombstones, the headstones. But if you press charge and they go to jail and they ain't got no job, they finna send them people, baby. Them switches is gonna be on it. It's gonna sound like Designer making a new single in Atlanta. All I'm gonna do is my pandas. Y'all remember Designer played us. We thought he was slow, but he wasn't. Anyway, at the end of the day, you know, it's scary on either side of the spectrum because we're in states that have at-will policies, meaning the employee can quit at any time, no warning, and the employee can fire the employer can fire the employee at any time, and it's not a good feeling, you know. I will tell you this: I was team turning 2 weeks notice because that's what I was raised to do. At will state or not, it was just a respect thing. So it give everybody that easy transition to move out, and then you get your last check. But baby, let me tell you something. After going through what I went through with that bullshit job that I had, baby, I ain't turning in no 2 weeks notice. You gonna see me if you see me, and if you don't, you don't. Because baby, the way that companies turn on you when you do the right thing makes you not want to do the right thing. But everybody needs to understand everybody has feelings and emotions. And just because you wake up and you like, well, I don't want to have these employees no more. If y'all employers make employees do X, Y, Z, and you know you're going to fire them, then they're going to respond with some sort of violence because you played them. You're playing with their top. But if you are writing them up and tell them what these repercussions are, and then they get fired, and that's them. They didn't follow the rules. But if you're using people and you know your motive is to get rid of them, you're going to get that reaction. Now, same with employees. They've been burned so much, they don't even feel obligated to communicate with employees no more because employers are snakes. Some, not all, but majority, because now employers are hiring anybody, and these people don't have any type of integrity. So your life is at risk if you let somebody go the wrong way. I'm not saying being fired is cool, but we're grown and people have illnesses. People have, you know, things that they got to take care of. Of course, we need rooming and boarding. We need food. We got children. We have other life events that go entangled with our employer. And when you let somebody go, they lost that. So now they have nothing. So now they got to come over here and make your life miserable. So before you fire, make sure you don't do it on some sneaky stuff because they gonna come back and get you. Now, as for them headstones, tombstones, baby, that's just, you just got to pay out of pocket for that. You got to make it right. And I don't even know what you're going to do with the truck because the truck that they did it in is your property too, baby. It just sounds like you just, sometimes we be taking the employer side, but 9, 10 times the employer brings a lot of the issues to themselves because how y'all move. You should be shaking. And I'm not taking up for them. I'm just saying my own personal situation. But to those people, man, that's wrong. Y'all ain't have to run over the headstones, tombstones. Y'all might have did some damage to the person that fired you themselves. Like, take it out on the person you got a problem with, not everybody else. But either way it go, what you did was definitely, you can go to jail, sucker. So you don't want to get caught with that, okay? But I'm just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, go on food with your girl. Make sure y'all check out my lovely website. I'm running a dope promotion. Just type in the promo code HOLIDAY and you get 20% off. Yes, but the website is www.shauniebentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear, and then you have the options to drop donations, but there's no pressure to do either of those two because I do see the likes, shares, and comments. It means the world to me. So I just want to tell y'all thank you from my lips to your ears every video I get, so y'all know I don't take it for granted. But hop in the comments, man. You know, like, being fired or laid off is very, very painful, especially when it's around holiday season, because they ugly ass don't care how you feel, but they already knew they was going to replace you from the get-go. I'm just telling y'all, people don't have the time or the patience, Queen Naja, to deal with your shit today. And so anything that you do that's not well communicated or a heads up, they are going to retaliate. So keep that in mind while you out here doing the job of the laying off. Because when they get laid off, they coming back. And they're going to get their revenge however they feel. If they're not emotionally intelligent. Hell, you can be emotionally intelligent and still have hurt in your feelings because the timing is wrong. Stop using people and keep it 100. But in the meantime, don't turn in no 2 weeks notice, y'all. Just leave and get the hell on and get your bags and get the hell on. Because either way it go, employers gonna be employing, baby. They gonna do what they want to do because it's them. But do what you need to do for you. And the rest of them, give them that chef kiss and dip, baby. Dip. Come on now. But make sure you use all that sick time and that PTO. Don't leave that on the table, baby. You catch my drift? You picking up what I'm putting down? Anyway, y'all, pay attention. But until next time, next story, and I'm out this piece.